day, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, good day. My name is Mkondisi Macaba, Gonzu Macaba, and I have just something to share with you guys on maintaining the work-life balance. Guys, your work is very important. I agree, but also you are also very important. Your life is very important. Your mental health is also very important. It's very, very important. So you should be dedicated into your work. That goes without a question. Work is very important, but also on your side, make sure that in the process of doing that, you do not neglect your children, you do not neglect yourself, you did not neglect your family. You must make sure that you also take care of this other thing. So, what do I simply mean by this? Number one, I've noticed that in some works, there are some very toxic work cultures. Whenever we join companies and or organizations, we are always told about this work culture and all of those kind of things. And then they always try to find if we fit into that work culture. And then some of those work cultures are actually very toxic. I'm going to make an example. So, for example, there are some kind of work culture where, for example, there will be a sort of a manager who is working, say, during break, and then they will actually disturb you also during your break. Look, if you decide to work during break, that's yours. I'm totally fine with it if that's the way you want to do it, or maybe there's an agent and whatsoever thing. Uh, I'm fine, it's yours, but don't expect me to do the same. Unless, okay, there are exceptional cases that I'm not saying that there is a blanket statement over everything. There are some exceptions. Maybe if there is sometimes where maybe there is something that is really, really, really pressing, which actually can't wait, and then they get to contact. So, okay, I'm fine with it. But at work, we must respect each other and we must respect each other's time. So when somebody's on break, they're on break. Allow them to enjoy their break and rest because they need to collect energy. Remember, with energy, you must you must go and get it from somewhere. You must go and get it from somewhere so that you can be able to come back to work refreshed and being ready to work and be able to deliver on the deliverables that the company wants from you, right? So if you're not given time to rest and freshen up, then you won't be able to do all of those kind of things. And the second thing that I want to deal with is the issue of doing some work when you arrive at home. Guys, I know, especially for most of the professionals who are working in offices, the people who are teachers and so on, it has become a norm. But it's either you stop it altogether or you sort of find a way to actually make it to be in line with your balance as well. Because you can't work at work and work at home. It cannot be. You know, again, there are some separate instances where you will need to work from home. Maybe there's a project at work that is urgent and all of those kind of things. Okay, I do understand those kind of things. But in generality, try to finish your work at work in the best possible way. If it happens that you have to take some work to your home, make sure it is as minimal as possible. Otherwise, you won't get time to rest and you'll break down. And then you'll break down. And you know, some people take it very harshly. You can even collapse, and it's guys, it's bad. It's bad. So maintain the work-life balance because you will stress yourself, and then I'm telling you, and neglect your children and neglect your house. And then when you pass away, the company is just gonna go to the HR and go to the folder there in their database system and see who else can they hire. And that means they can continue with your life. But your children would have lost you forever, you know, because of you wanting to entangle yourself in the company at the expense of your children. You know, so I'm not advocating for laziness. I'm advocating for balance, that people should take care of their companies, because obviously their companies are their source of income and all of those kind of things. But I'm saying also at the same time, take a good care of yourself. Take care of yourself, you know, love yourself, you know, treat yourself well, and all of those kind of things. And then also, in those works where sometimes they need you to be there on holidays and all of those kind of things, make sure that if they take away some time from you, you also try and find a way. They must also compensate that time. They must find a way to compensate that time as well, so that you can also be able to do your things. Because remember, I always hear people saying my work is my life. No, guys, no, 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 no. Your work cannot be your life. Maybe it can be your life for a temporal period of time, but in the generality sense, there is life outside work. You know, you must rest, you must eat, you must enjoy, you must see your friends, you must be happy, and all of those kind of things. You know, if you have a girlfriend, you must spend time with your girlfriend. If you have a boyfriend, you must spend time with your boyfriend, your wife, spouse, deputy spouse, honorary spouse, whoever. You must get that time, you know, to relax and be able to engage with those kind of people, you know, and go and see your families, guys, at home, and check your children's homework, because some people don't even check their children's homework now. Your child, if your work puts you in a position that cannot be able to benefit your child, then what's the point? Because if your child is not going to study well and succeed at school, that's going to bring you problems as well. Because you want your child to do well at school and be able to do things for themselves, so that one day they will be successful people in school. So you need to check their homework, if they did their homework. If there is a problem at school, you need to be able to find that time to go to school and talk to teachers and see what is it that can be done and all of those kind of things. If there are some programs that you must put in place in order to take care of that, you should do that, and you should have enough space to be able to do that. You cannot just be doing work. No problem. It's fine. It must be there, but there must be your life as well, and those things should go into balance, because those people are same water crop, because they are all coming to you. They are all supporting you, and they are all trying to make you live the life that you want to live. But I point to the, even if you forget everything, because I know sometimes I can rant, even if you forget everything I say to you, but remember this one: your work is important, your life is also important. So find a way to strike a work balance that can be able to work for your mental health, for you emotionally, for you spiritually, and all of those kind of things. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for listening to me. And now, how can we do that? If you have any idea of, you know, how we can be able to maintain work-life balance, or you have some tips that you want to give us that you have used and they have worked for you. Maybe you are working in a very high-paced environment where you are unable to actually take those time, but you suddenly managed to actually find a way. Please do share with us on the comments below, and then so that we can actually learn from you guys. I've always said it, I do not know it all. I'm just raising, this is just my opinion. This is not just my opinion. I do not know it all. I do not know some of the things. So I, as much as you can learn something from me, there is a lot of things that I can learn from you as well. So share with me, share your ideas, so that we can take them forward. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for listening, and have a lovely day, and goodbye.